Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to a new World Series 2016 video. So we're on, what are we on? We're on the quarterfinals. We got Curious against Torch. You may be wondering actually what happened to Torch against Logica was actually meant to happen. Well, the answer is actually Logica got disqualified, and the reason he got disqualified was he missed the deadline to arrange his games with Torch. So basically, Logica arranged times to meet with Torch and to play the games, and actually Logica kept not showing up or kept turning up late and actually got disqualified for that. So actually Torch got the free win and actually went through, and therefore that game is going to be skipped, and Torch now gets to play in the quarterfinals against Curious, which of course has won all his games so far. I can't remember exactly who he's played. I remember he beat Amin MC. Can't remember who else exactly he played, but yeah, won all his games. And here we have again best of 7, and we've got a nuke in the north against GLA in the south. Got GLA pretty standard, it looks like. We've got a tunnel there, terrorist killing the truck, which usually will happen if you make an aggressive supply center. Tunnel on the left, an ambitious worker going for a run. Probably hoping to get lucky and build a tunnel on the back of the base, and if that ever gets up, it can cause big problems. A little bit of a weird build order from Torch, I think, and actually I don't know much about Torch. Bit of an unknown player, because I don't really know who it is, and I haven't seen him before this tournament, I don't think, unless he's made like a fake account. I don't really know much about him. Curious, I think, has in the last few months not been playing his greatest, probably because he hasn't been playing as much, but in this tournament it looks like he's been playing pretty good so far, pretty solid, so he's probably going to go on to do well. We will see. Of course, the winner of this will go on to face the winner of the other quarterfinals, which was Herb against who did he play? Bad Boy. Yeah, this is the reason this is a bit of a weird build order, I feel. Well, that technical there went down. The reason this is a bit of a weird build order is because Torch has no control of this whole right side, so he doesn't know what's there. Meanwhile, his army is going to be split between defending there and defending here. If like a load of RPGs get in there, this whole supply and this barracks is going to get shut down. Taz, being quite a decent player, has got his oil on the left captured. Harassing, so playing pretty decent. I would say Torch is falling apart a little bit. Money wise, he is significantly behind now. That technical, though, I would like to see that double scrapped up, and it would have become a super tech and caused Nuke some huge problems. You can win basically with just that one unit if that is allowed to get up. So yeah, that could have caused some problems, but Curious not doing that. Curious, of course, is Tasmani. I don't know why players keep signing up with different names to the ones they actually play with. But nevertheless, here we are. Actually, I don't know, he might have signed up with the name Curious, but I just know him as Tasmani, so yeah, I actually, in the previous video, I actually got his country of origin wrong. I said he lives in Azerbaijan or something, but that's actually someone like Ruiz or someone lives there, or Armenia. But I think Tasmania, as far as I'm aware, someone corrected me, is from Israel, I believe. We've got a Flamer coming down the centre, causing some problems for Tasmania. Can I shut down the barracks? Of course, the barracks is only worth $500, so not a major problem. Of course, because Torch hasn't got any control of this whole right side, an army has been allowed to just come in and actually going to cause Torch some big problems. I heard a Lotus out and going to be capturing some oil, so that'll be good for Torch if he can get them up and get an Overlord out of here ASAP and an ECM and defend against this. But if this war factory goes down, that's going to be his whole plan screwed, and he's probably going to get raped, I would say, by this army of Scorps and Quads and RPGs. He's coming back to defend it, but I'm not sure if he's got anything queued up. He's got 2,100, so he should have something queued up. And actually, yeah, he did have it queued up because he's been given another 2,000 back as a refund. Needs to kill that RPG there. Only needs to be poked and it's going to die, but actually, nope. Flamer will clear it up, but it's going to lose to this Scorp. As soon as that Scorp replenishes its rocket, which has got the rocket upgrade, that Flamer's going to go down. Yep, goes straight down. War Factory's going to be rebuilt, but he's got no power. I would like to see power built first, and I would actually like to see this dozer be run away a little bit and build in the corner, because this is going to be difficult now. That Lotus actually taking a rocket straight to the face. Going to run away with half HP. Now building a power plant. Would like to see the power plant built first, because that way you can get units out quicker, I believe. Supply actually going to go down. Going to lose the mines as well. When they, after a few seconds, they will clear up. Propaganda center going to go down. I would queue up a load of high-tech units now while you can, because as soon as that goes down, it's going to be big problems. He actually moved a supply truck over there, and it's actually revealed the mines because they shot at it. Going to build a supply over here, so actually not too bad, but the amount of cash that Tasmani's going to be on now, you see Taz multitasking. He's a level above Torch, I believe, and he's clearly winning this first game. Taz actually going for a supply center there on the left. Taz playing real decent. Torch is going to hold on for a little bit, but I mean, as a result, he's losing the whole map. And he's now got one supply that's not even in the best place. It's lost of power. He's got a tunnel here. This is real bad for Torch. It's literally just going to be how long can he hold on, not can he win the game. It's just going to be how long can he drag it out, and I don't think the answer is very long. I think he's going to be GGing out anytime soon. But yeah, it was a shame to see Logica disqualified. I would like to see Logica against Torch before we had these games. But yeah, the deadlines were strict, and if you don't show up to games, then obviously he doesn't care about it that much, I would imagine, or maybe something came up too many times, just unlucky for him. But yeah, I would have made sure to show up for the games on time, or if you can't, let them know in advance so you don't get disqualified. But yeah, he gets disqualified anyway. I would have said Logica probably would have won the left side of the bracket. I would have picked him at the beginning to win the left side of the bracket, and maybe except Herb. Maybe Herb could have defeated him. But yeah, shame that had to happen. But Torch is proving to be a decent player, but he's definitely lost this game. It's just how long can he hold on. Taz will be floating loads of cash. He's got the whole center. He's got any oils that are existing. Yeah, the two left ones he's got. Left and right, sorry. Has that Lotus just disappeared or gone inside of that? No, he can't have gone inside it. The Lotus just disappeared or died. Oh no, the Lotus is there actually. I was clicked on Taz, wouldn't I? So it was invisible. But yeah, it's looking real bad for Torch. He's got no... Oh yeah, he's got a dozer left. But it's really just how long can he hold on. I don't know if he knows how much stuff Taz actually has. But I would be tapping out here to be GGing, because there's no way... Unless something... unless Taz disconnects or something, this is going to be definitely a game for him in the bag. We've got an outpost out, but there's not really a lot else to say. We've got a big engagement here. This Overlord is Vet 3 now, so it's actually going to cause some severe damage to all his army. Probably going to win this whole engagement, actually, unless they reloaded rockets now. No, they're going to go down. Actually, yeah, that's super strong Overlord is going to take out a load of stuff, but Taz can afford to throw all this away because he's got supplies and oils all over the place, so this is really just Torch prolonging the game. He's definitely lost this game. That Lotus is about to go down. I was going to say if that rocket launched, that Lotus would have gone down, or at least gone to like 1 HP. Tunnel actually going to go down on the left. No supply trucks, no dozer, just the Overlord. All Taz needs is just a massive army or a Jarman, and that's GG. And Torch knows it. It's GG. His buildings would have just died. He can't stay defending there the whole time. And GG. Taz takes the first game. Let's have a quick look at the scores then. Taz collected nearly quadruple, or probably about triple actually. Triple the cash, created loads more units, actually destroyed less units. But I suppose when you GLA, you're throwing away more units than someone like Nuke has got bigger, stronger units, usually quality over quantity for Nuke. So jumping into the second game then. We've got Tox for Taz, and in the north we've got Torch, GLA Vanilla in the pink, Taz of course in the blue colour. We've got a normal barracks, not a fake one, coming out of Taz. We've got a fake one coming out of Torch. A little bit late though. Usually the point of building the fake one would be that you build it straight away, not delayed. but that's still alright as well, I guess. So you see that barracks now is going to be upgrading. Well, actually it's looking like Torch is a bit slow, but it should be upgrading. That worker should be running while it's upgrading, but actually Torch being a little bit slow there. Sometimes just little small things like that I can tell by how quick and how good a player is going to be or going to play in that game, and judging by that I'm not overly convinced that Torch is going to be playing this that great, to be honest. Usually the little mistakes like that show how fast a player is, and as of course I don't know that much about Torch, I've never really heard of him before, so I've got to take things like that. That's the only things I can kind of really look at. Taz on the other hand, his GLA is superb. It's given me some real hard games in the past. We've got 3 supplies out of him. Actually, that supply, you can see Taz making a mistake there, not collecting that worker and not building any more workers. We've got a tunnel for him on the left. We've got a tunnel there in the middle, and another one, and 3 supplies. Fake arms dealers. A bit of a rare, weird build order that you don't normally see out of Taz, but he's going massive money-wise, and then going to overwhelm his opponent at like the 3-minute mark or 3.5-minute mark when he's got loads of income. But yeah, in the meantime, he's only got 4 workers there, 4-ish workers here. Was that a terror attack? Yeah, it was a terror attack against the Tox. You don't ever want to really be doing that against Tox, because the Tox tunnels just annihilate any infantry super quick. So it's looking pretty bad for Torch. Just from that one thing, it's such a big loss, and also Taz is going to be massively ahead money-wise. Well, actually, saying that, he's actually going to lose this tunnel on the left, because obviously that one can't do any damage to that, but that one can do damage to that. Taz going to get 1 oil. I actually thought he was going to get more than 1 oil, but he actually just got the 1. Taz now upgraded his arms dealer to a real one. Should be on loads of cash. Should be able to, at 2-minute 40 mark, make a palace, which would be good. But actually just going for a second arms dealer. I think if Taz just pumps out 2 war factories now, judging by what I've seen from Torch so far, I think Taz can just overwhelm him and win this without dragging it into like a black market and Scud Storm race. Taz actually going to go over here and kill some workers. Weirdly from Taz, not seeing a tunnel there is really, really strange, because you're going to expect that Taz is going to be doing something like this and killing the workers with a tech, so you're going to have a tunnel there. If you don't have a tunnel there and a tech goes there, it's really hard to defend, and you're going to have to get techs and run them across on the left side, which is going to give the enemy time to kill workers. So really weird and not that great, I don't think, from Torch in this second game. Got a bit of an army from him here, only 3 vehicles though, and some RPGs, Rebel to capture that. But at this point, Taz should be making a massive army, or at least upgrading to Palace, one of those things. It looks like he's just making the massive army. He's now got 2 oils. Torch is going to be on 1 oil, only collecting with 3 workers there, and only 2 there, so it's not that strong of a base from Torch. Is he going to be able to push forward here? He's going to actually retreat and not go forward. Taz building that tunnel, which is going to get up, even if those units walk straight over there. That tunnel's probably going to be getting up, which is going to push it away. Massive army from Taz on the left. If he capture that, yeah, he's going to capture it because he's got the rebel there. I'm actually a massive fan of just destroying the oil if you haven't got a rebel right by it. Certain players like Taz in this instance, as we've seen a few other players do, actually like to capture it. Size is one of them and likes to capture the oils rather than destroy it. Taz going for straight for the base, straight for the throat with the army. On the right side, he's probably going to lose that, but I think he's got a big enough economy and a big enough production to defend it against, and in the meantime he's definitely going to be winning this engagement in Torch's base, so it's looking pretty bad for Torch. Taz needs to park here and just finish the base of Torch, and Torch should be GGing out, I would imagine. Lost his arms dealers, that's a massive disadvantage. Taz actually floating nearly 4k. Could be building a palace, but choosing not to. I think he knows he can win this with just the arms dealers. He could even upgrade to a 3rd arms dealer, the amount of cash and income that he's got. The supply going down. Again, no workers over here. If I was Taz then, I would have engaged these Scorps before finishing that, because now he's going to lose this this army. Okay, he's killed the supply, but he's actually going to lose this army probably. Yeah, whereas you could have defeated that army and then killed the supply and actually still have some tanks left. That's what happens if you kill a building first while you're being attacked. So Torch actually rebuilding his arms dealer, but there's no way he's going to be able to win this unless he was like a top player and superb defense. There's no way he can win that, and he knows it. He's GG'd out, and Taz goes 2-0 up. You can actually see Taz collected way more cash, more than double, and outplayed Torch from the beginning. Okay then, so we're going to jump into this third game. We've got Taz in the south as blue again, Air Force. In the north we've got Torch, who is stealth. We can see they pick random. This is the two strongest armies in the game, I think. I actually thought they might have picked them, but we can actually see they did play random. We've got two supplies. Fake barracks. Is Torch going to be really quick this time? A little bit quicker, but there's still a delay there. And again, I know it's only small, but you can kind of tell. If you watch the super top players, you'll never see the workers just lying around like that. They'll be moved instantly. I'm going to give the advantage here to Taz because of the armies and because he's got a nice big map. He's pretty safe for a little bit. I consider Air Force to be the strongest because of the support powers, the Vs, and the range of stuff that you can make. You can make Vs, you can make Raptors, you can make stealth Comanches, you can make strategy center and get an early carpet bomb. Just everything going for the Air Force General. Of course, I think stealth is the strongest, or one of the strongest GLAs. All round, I think it's the second strongest army in the game, stealth. So it's not too bad, but I do feel air has the advantage. So Taz is going for 2 airfields. I'm going to expect him to be doing Comanches, but he's actually done 1 Raptor first. I imagine he's going to be hitting the first technical that comes out, and if he spots it, which he has, that technical is going to go straight down. Perfect by Torch. Nice to see him do that. Evacuated the terrorists before the Raptor struck. Now, if Taz had made a Comanche second, which you should be doing, you should be making Comanches. You should never be making Raptors in a 1v1 like this. Only be doing that in a team game. The Comanche would have been able to stop those terrorists reaching the target, but instead he's made Raptors, and it's going to cause him some problems. So Raptor's actually going down the centre, choosing to kill. Eternal, I don't think you would normally catch Taz doing this. I think he's maybe getting a bit overconfident. It may cause him to lose this game. You would never normally see him do Raptors against a good stealth, I don't think. Which actually caused him to lose the supply centre there. And a bit unfortunate for Taz there, a bit what do I mean to say, careless by Taz losing a Comanche for nothing, when actually what you should be doing is gathering loads of Comanches here and getting all the upgrades for them, and then going straight to your enemy's base, and that's when you win the game. Because Taz is doing these Raptors, I think he might be prolonging the game. You see the Raptors just going down, unless you're like a micro god or macro god, whatever you want to call it. I would really not recommend going for Raptors. Every time I try to go Raptors against a really good GLA, you will usually, if you go in just Raptors, you will 99% of the time lose. Actually causing him massive problems by doing the Raptors, because now these quads are actually in the base of Taz. Going to go over here and actually probably get all of these Raptors, yeah, and if these Comanches even fly over, this is way overconfident for Taz, I think, because he won the 2 games, especially the second game, fairly easily. I think he way overconfident there, and actually paid the price for it and lost pretty quick against Torch. Okay, so jumping into the 4th game then. Of course, Taz is now 2-1 up, so needs to win the next 2. Torch, on the other hand, needs to win the next 3 in a row. We've got a GLA mirror, GLA vanilla for Torch, I meant to say, in the cyan colour in the south. In the north, we've got Tox for Curious. If it goes anything like the last game, then I'm going to expect that Curious, or Tasmani, whatever we want to call him, will win this. Will win this game if it goes anything like it did previously, where he used Tox and just overran Torch. Is Taz going to go for the same greedy build order? It doesn't look like it, because he's doing a real arms dealer this time. No tunnel there and no tunnel on the right, though, so it's still a little bit weird. Actually doing terrorist to the center, which is going to be able to shut down at least one of these workers. And then he's going for rebels, so he's probably going to be going for an oil capture. So nice economy build, which you'll often see good players do that. And if you ever see them going for oil, you need to stop them or get the oils yourself, or kill the oils before they can do it. But yeah, you'll often see good players going for oils earlier than the lesser skilled players, definitely. I think when I started playing, I never used to get oils at all, and because I used to think they weren't that big of an income, and it cost too much, because it costs 200 for a rebel and 1,000 for the upgrade. That's more than the reward you get for capturing the oil initially, but then the 200 that you collect each time from the oil far outweighs it eventually. Every 12 seconds you get 200, so within 12 seconds it's already paid for the upgrades, and then everything you get after that is just free money. Torch actually coming in and going for a terror tech. Not going to achieve anything though, because the technical died and loads of the terrorists died before it achieved its goals, so that's Torch at a disadvantage straight away, because that was quite costly. Quite costly for Torch. Of course, it's 500 for a tech and then 200 for every terrorist that you make. I'm going to guess it was 5 in there, so it's at least 1,500. It's got 2 technicals coming out of Taz, going to take out a Toxin Tractor. And Torch, weirdly, just GG's. I think he knows he was getting outplayed in that GLA game and just GG's right there. It's a little bit weird. So Taz goes 3-1 up, and we're going to jump into the 5th game. He only needs to win 1 more. He's got infantry in the north, in the green colour. In the south, we've got GLA vanilla for Torch, in the red colour. Fake barracks coming out of him again. Let's watch how fast his worker is to move to the centre. Going to see a barrack straight out of Taz. Going to see that he's probably going to go for the oils again. And let's see how fast that worker is. Okay, so we know Torch is on form this time, or at least paying attention to that area in the map. Generally, you never want to be leaving workers lying around doing nothing. They always either want to be A, collecting stuff, or B, building something, or C, running somewhere to build something. So always want to be doing stuff. You should never have to span around that highlighted ready with idle worker. You should always have them doing something, unless of course you're queuing it up to ready to make a black market and you don't have quite enough cash to build a black market or whatever yet. So we've got a worker going straight down the centre, probably going to be a scout actually, because it's a cheap scout to start off with, just run down the centre, but it's going to be greeted by a minigunner. Minigunner going to kill that. We've got workers 2 on the right. I don't know if you need 2. Only 4 workers collecting on each supply actually, so not that great. You see that worker standing there? It doesn't want to be doing that, it wants to be collecting. So we're going to see probably a terror attack coming out, or we are going to see a terror attack. No veterancy on the technical, so I don't know if Torch is feeling the pressure. You should always be getting that veterancy, especially against infantry. There's nothing else you should be getting against infantry, unless he's going for scuds, which I doubt he's going for scuds, because you can upgrade to get scuds as well. I've actually got a helix coming out of Taz. That's probably going to be spotted by the, where are we? I was going to say that actually, but there's not RPGs in there, it's only a worker in there. So this helix actually wants to charge straight down the centre and go straight to the war factory. That should be winning the game for him. Good terror attack actually, and lucky that the mines went up in time. Helix actually going to come over here and get a load of kills. Going to kill the tunnel and a load of stuff that was inside it. Pretty decent by Taz. Taz going to keep going down the right side. I wonder if Torch will have enough quads out. Probably not, and probably this could be over pretty quick. That tunnel's definitely going to go down. Even if there's 2 quads now, it's going to go down. This arms dealer probably going to be going down as well. Actually, it's forced the helix back a little bit, and that helix is actually going to go pretty low. But I don't think actually it could go down to this RPG. That helix actually needed to move away, unless he's going to evac over here, evacuate now, and kill this supply. That's probably what I'd be doing. Don't stay in the air. If you have a good start like that, don't risk it like that. Just evacuate it and take the fight on the ground, because even though you'll lose maybe 1 or 2 infantry, it'll be able to take on loads of the quads. So a little bit I don't know what to call it, careless by Taz. He should have evacuated. Maybe he didn't think it through, maybe he didn't expect the quad from that top end, but yeah, definitely should have evacuated. And they could be alive, killed all of the 3 quads, killed that supply, and probably Torch would have GG'd right there. But no, Torch has been given a bit of a lifeline after losing that tunnel and all his quads and RPGs on the right. I say all his quads, I think he lost 1. He's now got a bunch of quads in there, and off to a pretty good start after killing that helix. But Infa's a strong general. It's got 2 supplies, and Taz hasn't got the capture upgrade. It's going to have a load of quads come down the centre, sorry, down the left for Torch. Going to try and kill this, but even that 1 bunker, because it's a Vet 1 rocket in there, actually going to be able to kill some quads. Killed 1, damaged another. The Torch is going to be able to push forward. Actually getting an oil as well. Of course, Torch needs to play his A game now, and it looks like he is playing better. But only 4 and 3 workers collecting. He needs 7, not 4 and 3. So he could be collecting so much more. One of the viewers called Wildhide actually sent me a chart of how much 7 workers collect versus 6, 4, 5 and 8 and whatever, and we saw clearly that 6 and 7 collect more by far than the other ones, so you want to be getting 7. I will do a Wildhide did send it me, and I need to reveal that chart in a video to everyone, but I haven't had a chance just yet. I've been doing the World Series videos. So yeah, Torch has actually got a pretty good stronghold now in the centre, and Taz faltering a little bit in what could be his final game that he needs to win. Maybe Torch has stepped it up a little bit and actually caught Taz off guard, or I think that helix going down at the beginning definitely gave Torch a lifeline, because he needs to win this to stay in it. Flamer actually going to kill a Toxin Tractor. That Toxin's going to stay there for quite a bit, or actually say that it disappears straight away. I think maybe if you Toxin General, it stays there for longer. Maybe someone wants to correct me on that, I can't remember. But if usually the Contaminate, if you do it for long enough, it stays there for ages. Maybe the Toxin General, if someone wants to look up that for me. Maybe the Toxin General ones stay there longer. Maybe when you upgrade to Gamma, it stays there even longer. I'm not 100%. Quad going to get a bit of damage off to the oil. Actually, a bit of splash damage from the rocket's going to do some damage to it as well. But oil's going to stay alive. Taz is floating nearly 5k there, and he could easily be building another supply. Actually got a supply on the left and got a load of bunkers up. We've got a bunker on the left, a bunker on the right. 2 flamers coming out, and we've actually got an army here. Actually, that was that 1 outpost? I did miss that. 1 outpost going to go down, 1 quad going to go down. Is there a palace up? Yeah, there's a palace, so we should see a Jarman and hopefully angry mobs, because angry mobs are such a cost-efficient unit against infantry. It only costs you 800, and all you have to do is attack, move into the enemy, but the infantry has to put so much effort into it and so much micro to deal with that 1 unit, because it can cause so much devastation that it's definitely worth making and can cause him some real problems. And if you get an angry mob in the base, everybody knows that the angry mob can easily level entire bases, just 1 by itself. It's like having a flamer in the base where you just flame everything, but the angry mob is just crazy, especially when you get the AK-47 upgrade. It's just an insane unit with high damage output to buildings. So Taz is taking some of the map back, got 2 oils and a supply, load of bunkers out. A burst going to come in. I think Torch is allowing Taz to get back into this game quite a bit. Burst going to walk into a bunker and going to go down. Yeah, he had a super good start by killing that helix, despite losing the tunnel on the right, but then he didn't capitalize on killing that helix. He should have spammed loads of tunnels all around the center of the map and all around everywhere, and got to palace, got to buggies and quads, and then it would have been GG Torch to take the win. But I think he's allowed Taz to get into this game too much now, and Taz is looking super strong again. As we've seen in the previous games, when Taz is looking strong, it's not looked good for Torch, and Torch has lost all the games where Taz has looked pretty good. Only one he lost was the one where he got careless with the Air Force, which is ironically the strongest army, and that's the one he lost with. This matchup right here I think is pretty balanced and not too imbalanced at all, although I do think GLA probably has a slight advantage if both played perfectly. But yeah, infantry is still pretty strong. What a lot of infantry players don't do is make a second war factory. They just stay on one, whereas like all the other Chinas usually make two. So what I like to do actually is make 2 war factories as China and produce loads of outposts, and then it overwhelms the GLA. Very, very strong building idea to build 2 war factories rather than just staying on the one. We've got an angry mob out, which is nice to see. We've got the AK-47 upgrade because it's highlighted there, we can see. I hope that starts dropping stuff now. It didn't, it started dropping too late. Not going to kill much actually. I don't think it killed anything. But if I did start dropping, it would have killed all of them quads, which would have been good. But nevertheless, Taz is pushing out, building more bunkers. He's actually on MiGs now, not with napalm though. But even without napalm, it's going to be enough to do real good damage to these angry mobs. Actually, only got like 0 or 1 HP left. We've got a Jarman out as well. As soon as that gets detected, though, I expect a MiG to hit it. I'd like to see napalm out of Taz as well. He's doing nice unit mixing, Taz. Playing pretty good. I think that MiG there was going for the Jarman, but because the Jarman just went out of view, the MiG had to turn around, and now Taz has actually let that one land, I believe. No, it's not landed actually. It's been brought back. Yeah, it's been brought back. Torch are doing pretty well to defend, but this supply on the left has gone down. No supply here, so Torch actually only on 1 supply, if I'm not mistaken, on 1 black market, whereas Taz is floating nearly 10k, actually floating 8k, and got 3 oils and a supply in the center. Never mind his 2 supplies at home. Of course, that right one's mined out, and that far left one is mined out. Lotus capturing buildings super quick, captured that one back, so that's Taz now on 3 oils and loads of ECMs outposts out for Taz. This is looking real bad for Torch, unless he's going to pull off something amazing. I really think Taz is going to take this last game that he needs to win. Weird from Torch. He's actually capturing a building that he's actually also destroying. A little bit strange, but nevertheless captures it. We're going to see some buggies and quads out, and a Jarman, which is going to fend off this little attack for a bit. Well, I'll say little attack, big attack from Taz. MiG's going to come in and snipe a building on the right side, which is going to deny Torch some vision. You'll see when the vision adjusts, he's actually got hardly any vision because he had RPGs in there, and now he doesn't. If that palace goes down, that is real bad. It's looking super bad for Torch, which is unfortunate. This will be his tournament life gone for the World Series if he loses this. But if he is a new player, because I say I've never seen him before, then he has done pretty well. But it's not looking good for him in this game. I mean, for a new player to, if he is a new player, to come and play this well against some of the top players, which curious, Tasmani is a real good player, then Torch not doing bad to compete against him. But I do think in these last few games we've seen, Taz has looked like a different level to Torch and actually outplayed him a majority of games, apart from the one where he messed up with the Air Force, which I think he was overconfident. MiG's coming in this right side, still hammering down the napalm. That's going to create a firestorm, actually, because the bullets are too spaced out. There's too long a gap between the shots fired. Didn't create a napalm. Not going to take it down, but it's actually going to take it down to a real low HP. I've got Taz now upgraded into 2 war factories. I think it's only a matter of time now before Taz closes this deal. Quad overstepping the mark. Flamer's going to come and clear this left side. Carpet actually going to reach his target now and kill all those workers, or leave one of them. So now I've got 4 workers on the left, 1 worker on the right. don't know what's going on here from Taz. Those flamers could have done good damage. I think Taz is trying to control too many units at the same time, and therefore slacking on the micro. He's trying to control the MiGs and make them attack, but nevertheless he's doing a really good unit mixing, which is entertaining and good to watch. It's definitely, I think he tried to attack down the center and tried to finish it there and then, but then realized he's probably going to have to clear out this left side and clear out the cache that Torch was having. But it's looking pretty dominant at this stage for Taz. The supply is going to go down pretty quick. No building upgrade from Torch. He has got the workers' use upgrade though, which is always nice to see, as I say every time. Jarman, buggies and quad, and this one quad is going to push us back a little bit, but it's no way going to be enough to win this engagement. Those buggies though, if they pop open all these, the Jarman can do pretty well, but of course the MiGs are here to support. He's got loads of MiGs out. We've actually got the armor upgrade out from the MiGs as well, so they're fully upgraded. They've got the napalm, they got the armor upgrade. That quad's super low, not that it makes much difference, so I really think Torch is out of this. We're going to watch it to the end and see. Taz now on 3 oils and 2 supplies in the center, and he's 1 at home against Torch's 1 supply, which the workers have already been wiped out there once. Actually, he's now built this one on the right, which is really late. You see Taz is already mined out, and he's been mined out for ages, but Torch not actually doing this. I don't know if he's done his map research and seen that his supplies up here. You should always be researching a map before you play a tournament, if not well in advance of a tournament, never mind just before you're about to play it. But yeah, GG. Torch knows that's GG, quits out, and Taz takes that, so he will go on to face the winner of Herb versus Bad Boy. So yeah, GG. Thanks for watching. We can actually see Taz actually collected nearly double the cash and dominated that game. But yeah, GG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the semi-finals then, I believe. So GG.